Hey, it's Julie with Paradigm Interiors, and today I am talking about scale and proportion. What is scale? What is proportion? How are they different from each other? And basically, how you can use them in your own projects, and how I personally like to break the rules. It's one of my favorite design rules to play with is scale. So scale is they're both they are both concepts that are related to how something is to something else. So proportion is think of more bars in more places. You think about how they do that. Each one of those things is proportionate in size to the other thing. And one of the ways that we use proportion in design and nature is the golden ratio, which is usually about 2/3 to 2/5. So if you are planning a bookcase vignette, then you're going to want to make sure that, or here's a great example, a headboard. So if your headboard is, if your room is 8 feet tall, you're going to want your headboard to be a little bit under 5.5 feet and no shorter than like around 4 feet. And the reason that you want that is because you want it to be proportionate to the size of the room or the wall. And so that's kind of how proportion works. Scale is that an object in relation to the space around it. And so a lot of times if you are choosing lighting, so lighting is one of the ways that I actually like to kind of break the rule with scales or push the boundaries on that. And it's a really popular thing right now to do oversized lighting. You'll read online, like maybe you'll find an article at Lumens or build.com or Rejuvenation, some lighting vendor that says, oh, your lighting in your dining room should be this big based on the height and width or the length and width of your space and yada, yada, yada. So basically it's telling you the scale of the lighting compared to the size of the space around the lighting. This is also the case with rugs. This is also the case with like art and hanging art on the walls and things like that. And those are all places that I say, you can push the limits on those things, especially with lighting. If you've got like a big, bold piece of lighting, it can look really, really great in a space. The key is that if you're going to play with the scale of your lighting and make it oversized and impactful, then you really only want to have one of those in the space. Or depending on the size of your space, maybe have two of those in the space, but not, you're not going to have 5 or 6 different types of lighting and then have some of these big, huge, oversized lighting. Then that becomes a lot of visual clutter. So those are a couple tips on scale, what scale and proportion are, and how you can use them in your design, and how you can break the rules a little bit. So the other thing that I want to talk about a little bit today is I have an interior design course. I'm very excited about it. It's called Sophisticated Living. And it's designed to help homeowners who want to be really involved in their projects and enjoy doing DIY type work, have the time to create something really beautiful and wanted to be able to take pride in having a hand in that instead of just handing it off to someone to have them make all the decisions for them and then handing the plan back. So it is designed that way. It is also designed to be sort of like a really long consultation with a lot of learning about design in between. So the way that I've designed it is there are a total of 6 modules, 5 main modules, and one that's kind of a bonus module on decorating. Each one of those modules is released at a particular time. And then we have a coaching session, which don't know if coaching is quite the right word. I would call it more like a group consultation where the people who are in the class are able to ask for feedback on their projects as it relates to that module. And then once those 6 modules are complete and we've done those 6 coaching calls or group consultation calls, then we'll have 2 bonus consultation calls where the members of the course are able to ask any question that they want about their project, whether it relates to a particular module or not. And then on top of that, there's a Facebook group for the course. And in that Facebook group, there'll be twice a month opportunities for Q&A. So it is like having a group consultation with a lot of educational opportunities that will allow you to learn about how to design a beautiful space and also allow you to apply those concepts to your own project if you would like to be involved in your project. So if you're interested in that, then today I have the link down below. Right now we are still within the first 48 hours of the cart opening, so you can get $100 off the cost of the course. And on top of that, right now there are 10 spots for people to get a free 2-hour consultation with me to use at the end of those 8 coaching calls to work specifically one-on-one with me, not in a group, but one-on-one on their project. So that is the course. If you're interested, you want some more information, you can click on the link that is below in this post, or you can message me on Facebook and let me know that you're interested and that maybe you'd like a little more information, and we can set up some time to talk about if the course is a good fit for you or not. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. We will be talking about the concept of repetition, and I'm kind of doing these in an order that I think is important, although I think scale is probably my most important, and then balance, and then repetition. And we're going to talk about how all of those tie together to next week. So I'll see you next Friday at noon. And if you're interested in the course, below or send me a message.